Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Comes to you live from the outskirts here, and it's the Gaming Saloon for August 9th, 2026, with your host, Peacemaker 2448 and Ramp It Up Salon.
Hi.
It's a slow news week because I guess Gamescom is soon. So, as I saw one thing be like, here's a look at something from there will be a deeper look at something from Gamescom, because I think it was like FF73. And then I think D23 this weekend is like, hey, Kingdom Hearts fans, crumbs, maybe? I can't wait for that D23 deep dive into Kingdom Hearts 4 to be nothing. But we do have some other stuff to talk about. But before then, Zombie, what have you been playing the last couple weeks?
I mean, about the only thing's been more raiders.
How is the continuing rating?
It's good. I feel like it probably could have stood to be a little more challenging. But at the same time, it's... I'll say that and then it'll throw me a curveball and I'm like, oh, okay.
I haven't looked too much into raid. I should. I think... No, I haven't seen the ending for it yet. Just because I haven't sat down and watched anybody play through it. Even though I think several people I follow did play through it. But I went back to Mercenaries to do retro achievements off stream. So you know what that is?
Nope.
So this is for the PS2. It is from Pandemic Studios, the folks who did original Star Wars Battlefronts, i.e. the really good ones. It's a third-person shooter with a big focus on, hey, we're just going to flood you with money and just going to give you all of these airstrikes and all that stuff. Do with it what you will. Because it's set in a fictitious, like, Korean War setting where North Korea is doing stuff. And so the UN, South Korea, China, and the Russian mob, specifically the Russian mob, not Russia, the Russian mob, are all vying for control of the area and fighting North Korea. So you, as a singular mercenary for this mercenary company, are being sent in to collect the bounties on the deck of 52 that have been assigned to the various heads of government functions for North Korea. And what's neat is you can do missions for any of the four factions. It's a set order of missions for them, but it's like 3 apiece per suit, more or less. You can do them in any order. You can swap between factions. There is a meter that's like, hey, you're favorable to this faction because you've helped them. You're not favorable to this faction because you blew them up. So you have to be favorable with them for you to do missions for them, but it's pretty easy to balance that. But every time you do a mission, you get an intel that says one of the number cards is over there. So you can go get one of the number cards, and you can just straight up murder them and just cash in for half credit. So you don't have to go through the trouble of trying to take them alive. But the 3 factions that aren't the UN, they give you 3/4 of your face cards. And then once you have done and captured or killed enough of them, you can do the ace contract for that suit. And then you just watch repeats that 4 times. 2 for one map, 2 for another, basically. It's like a decent to good little third-person shooter. It's on the difficult side just because one lone rocket launcher dude, if they smack you really good, that drops your health to like 20 out of 100. And health packs are not around in this game when you need them. It's rough. Also, vehicles are basically made of paper sometimes. You can take a bump real bad and lose like 5% of a health off a vehicle.
Mm.
But I've been chipping away at that. I've had troubles because, like, today I was trying to do a session, but then a power outage happened, so I lost the progress I had, which wasn't much, but still. But I'm enjoying it. It's one of those childhood games. I'm like, I'll do the retro achievements for this. And honestly, the achievement list isn't bad. It's just like, hey, do all the missions, collect all the collectibles, do one of the 4 endings, capture all the guys. I think the only troublesome ones are the achievements that are specifically for bonus objectives. Because some missions will have a bonus objective like, do this stealthily, or do this within a certain amount of time, whatever. And those can be a little bit difficult. But that's been the main thing. I guess anything else before we hit the news?
No.
All right, then. So you remember how we talked about last year that EA was getting acquired?
Yep.
Well, that's done now. So EA has officially been acquired by the combination of the Saudi royal family's business thing and 2 private equity firms, one of which is controlled by a certain shithead's relative. So, not great. Basically, EA is expected to be paying, I think, like 1.8 billion in interest on this deal, and their revenue is not that high, so EA's probably going to get pillaged for everything it's worth, which is sad. I guess anything else?
No.
All right. Better news, at least for me. Eventually, we had a Fire Emblem Direct that showed off Fortune's Weave a whole bunch. Yay! So this was just a big showcase of everything we know about the game so far, plus a little extra stuff. The big things come out of this were the, as they're calling it, true protagonist in the form of Ishmael, who we saw on the box art and like as this white armored figure. They're completely customizable. They're a true protagonist that is set 5 years after the start of the game in basically the apocalypse, because this one person is summoning demons from hell and you have been sent by Sothis to go solve that problem. Except you can't solve that problem alone. So you are traveling back 5 years to experience the stories of the 4 heroes of the games that are being put on the game. And that is the 4 heroes we've seen so far. And interestingly enough, and I think there's more to it than they're talking about, you can hot swap between these 4 routes on the fly. There's a specific perch in the town for Ishmael in their bird form that lets you go between the 4 of them at will when you're in, or between the other 3 that at will from the one you're in, which makes me think there's more going on with the routes than they say if they're letting you do this, because 3 Houses did not let you do this. If I'm being honest, no game that I can think of with multiple routes would ever let you do this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they showed off stuff you can do in town, the various functions there. Nothing's super of note. It's all fairly standard fare. They showed off some class stuff. One of the classes is you riding an elephant and you being able to just charge the straight line through enemies and damage them, which is cool. There's other various mounted classes. The time rewind's still here. Not much else. It's fairly like, here's a lot of your standard Fire Emblem gameplay fare stuff. if you've played the last couple Fire Emblems. But here's the seasoning and flavoring we're giving it for Fortune's Weave. And I go, this all sounds really cool and interesting. I don't want to say but I'm like, okay, I have a feeling there's more here than you're talking about, and that's okay. But I want you to know that I'm seeing it. Like, one character just straight up has a gun, as people have talked about and memed on. I don't know if I could find the time code in the direct because they've just linked the entire direct, but one character just straight up has a gun. And then, as I've pointed out, in a dungeon area you can explore, you're fighting in a water treatment plant against robots. That's just a thing that people seem to not be noticing. But yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes. I really like Three Houses, but Three Houses' problems were its writing, especially in the second half, and maybe that'll hit this game. I don't know. Has it piqued your interest as the one of the two of us who could actually play this, since this is a Switch 2 only release?
No, but unfortunately, Fire Emblems never kind of really piqued my interest, kind of deal.
Fair. Yeah, that is out. I forgot the release date. September 17th, so we don't have long. It's out next month. Any other thoughts?
No.
All right, so follow up to the talk of that God of War TV series that was being made. We might have a replacement Kratos, and it's Drax. So Dave Bautista might be being tapped to replace Ryan Hurst. I thought I saw something at one point that they might have been replacing Atreus as well, which at that point I'm just like, oh, you're just restarting the show from scratch then. If you're going that far.
Yeah.
But Batista's in talks to do this. So we might have Batista as great. He could probably do it.
I'm sure he could do Dad of War.
Yeah, like Kratos is. He doesn't have to joke. He can joke, but it's all very dry. And like that can work. That's like Drax, but older, basically.
Well,
kind of.
I wouldn't make that comparison because it has actually been on record that he really was done playing Drax.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't foresee him picking up another character that would be similar to it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if this show gets off the ground after its setbacks and it gets added to the wheel of adaptation. Hopefully it's good.
I mean, it'll get added one way or the other. Whether it's a whammy pick or not's the question.
Mm-hmm. So, next up. Hey, you know how Campaign Evolved came out and like no one's really talked about it?
Because no one really cared.
Basically. So Halo Studios, the initial report on this that they were getting hit by layoffs. It has since been amended that the layoffs were mainly them letting go of contractors who their contracts lapsed or terminated. No one full-time at Halo Studios has been laid off. I looked at that and go, that's still people losing their job. That's still not a great look. Also,
but
anecdote.
If it was contractors, then they would have lost their job regardless.
Yeah.
because that's kind of how contract work is. So,
yeah, kind of anecdotally along with this Halo YouTuber I follow, in a recent video just talking in general about Campaign Evolve, basically has just went, yeah, I am not seeing as much numbers for the stuff I've been doing for this game as compared to Halo Infinite. And whether all the circumstances be said about the releases of both of those games, it's clear one of these is clear. It's clear that there's like not a whole lot of interest in stuff coming out of this game. And I'm like, yeah, it's our third or second attempt at Halo 1 from a studio that cannot make up their mind and be consistent about what they want to do. And they are just going, hey, Halo 2 remake? And then all the reports are like, that's not happening. Which just makes all of those teases like moot. And also, I think it's cheaper just to pick up Master Chief Collection and Halo 1. And that at this point. Because are you really getting that much more with Campaign Evolved than just picking up Master Chief Collection?
I doubt it.
Even if it's just Halo 1, it's like you're getting multiplayer out of it, and like, let me see. So I have not looked at the price comparison here. So it is it's 50 basically to pick up Master Chief Collection right now. Or it's 40 in general to pick up not only Master Chief Collection, but all the other games within it. And Campaign Evolved is 70, I think. Oh no, Campaign Evolved is 50. Here's Premium Edition the 70. If you want all those skins that don't matter. So yeah, no, it's just a better proposition to go pick up MCC. You're getting a lot more for what, less of the, almost the same price, if not less.
Yep.
So I don't blame anyone looking at this remake going, oh, hey, that exists, I guess. Yeah, that was all for this. Anything else?
No.
All right. It's an announcement of an announcement. GTA 6 is going to have an extended look August 27th on Netflix. Why is this on Netflix?
Because reasons.
Like, GTA 6, a thing in general, I wish it would fail. It probably won't in any real meaningful way, but regardless. Why is this on Netflix? Of all places to put your extended look at GTA 6 that hopefully will actually show off the game, because they have not shown off the game at all, and it comes out like 2 months or so after that. Three months, because it comes out in November. So yeah, sure, I guess this is a thing. I guess we'll see. Any hopes?
No.
Fair.
Because, I mean, meh.
Yeah. I'm just staring at this and being like, you are the embodiment of everything wrong with the industry.
Yeah.
That's just what you are. No offense to what that game is going to come out, but you embody everything wrong with the industry. And the fact that you will succeed just because you are the normie game sucks. You'll be that one game everybody buys in November, and it will make a bajillion $1 million, and that will embolden the industry to think we can do that, not realizing no you won't, because you're not the normie game.
Except it won't make $1 billion trillion because it doesn't have online.
Yeah. Just I think their CEO was even like, oh, let's go all the money and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, no one believes you because no one likes CEOs these days. I believe it's just a general consensus of just like, if you have the title of CEO, you can fuck off the nearest cliff because no one likes you. It doesn't matter who you are. You are in the position that no one wants anyone to be in the position of. Anyway, like I said, we had a short list of news, and that's all our news, folks. That's all I could scrounge up. There's apparently been a bunch of FNAF announcements, but there's nothing of substance there. Unless, I don't know, are you in New Jersey any point? Because they're apparently doing an actual FNAF there.
No.
They're doing a sequel to the game that basically made everyone go, you know, I don't think I really like FNAF. They're doing a Help Wanted too. I was like, didn't that first one basically kill so many people's interest in the franchise? Or is that just me?
I don't remember.
Anywho, we've got releases. And boy, howdy, is one day extremely long. Thanks, eShop. I love when the eShop.
Because, I mean, so far that's been our biggest.
It's like almost a page.
But then, nope, it's not our biggest.
Yeah. But we'll run through some highlights. Let's see. We got the deluxe edition of Madden 27 for Series X, PlayStation 5, and Switch 2 out on the 10th. You can finally play Madden on the Switch. Yay! Oblivion Remastered is on Switch 2. I think that turned out well. I say hesitantly. Zombie Cam Body Cam Shooter is out on the Switch on the 11th.
They needed another cam in there.
Yes, they did. On the 13th, Blaze Blue Entropy Effect X Switch 2 edition for Switch 2. I forgot the 2 part there.
No, it's for the Switch. It's just the Switch 2 edition.
This is, I believe it's a roguelike using Blaze Blue characters. Ty has streamed this a few times and it looked pretty decent. Apparently they've reinvented the game recently and it's a lot better. Love, Internet, and Murder Magic for the Switch. Out the 13th. Sure, that's a combination of things. Is this what I'm thinking of, or is it? Oh, yes, it is. Wild Blue Skies is finally out on the 13th for Series X and PlayStation 5. That's the Star Fox like.
Oh, and Steam. But we don't do PC releases.
Yeah, because the list would be like 5 times longer, and especially since our site no longer connects to the API for this. I am definitely not doing that list by hand. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I still got to get time to actually figure out what broke on it.
I have not checked to see if it just fixes itself. I figured...
I bet they've updated something with the API and that's what's broke it.
Probably. Let's see. On the 14th, Mafia the Old Country Man of Honor for Series X and PlayStation 5. On the 18th, Backyard Baseball for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 5, Switch, and Switch 2. I think that's like a new Backyard Baseball game. I think they've been doing new Backyard games recently, which is cool for those of us who remember what that is. I'm pretty sure Arjun's the only one that'd be like, oh yeah, I know what Backyard Insert Sports Here series is. Let's see. On the 20th, DayZ Cool Edition for Switch 2.
Even worse, DayZ Warm Edition.
I don't even know what Cool Edition would be. I don't know why that's a Cool Edition. Mexican Ninja for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5. It's also out the 20th. Stalker 2 here, Heart of Chernobyl, Cost of Hope for Series X and PlayStation 5, also out the 20th. And last up on the 22nd, Colorbound for Switch and Switch 2. There's your cross section of releases. You can see the full list in our notes. But that will basically do it for the week, folks. But I have good news. So today, I had just finished scheduling the last of the gameplay focused archive stuff for the YouTube. All that is left are 54 videos worth of TGSs that I need to sort through to see if they are already posted on the YouTube, and then schedule the ones that are not. But that is all that is left. And from what I saw from like the culling I did for the gameplay videos, it's going to be way less than that. So probably within the next 2 weeks, everything will finally be posted on the YouTube after doing it for approximately a year. Actually, no, it's been more than a year that I've been doing this.
I was going to say, it's been more than a year.
It's almost done. The only bad part is it's the TGSs where I'm like, well, I guess the tags will just be whatever I scheme from the video skimming through it. Because otherwise it would be like, I don't know, whatever we talked about that week. I think it's just 2017 TGSs that'll be going out. Because I know the 2013s are already there. I don't know if there's any 2014 TGSs in that batch, but those probably should already be there. But I think it's within that 2017 time period that those will have to go out the door. And right now, archive stuff scheduled through Thursday. So like fully through Thursday. So like from Friday onward, that's the blocks. So maybe 2 weeks and I'm done. And then I decide how to do current stuff, whether to change it from what we've been doing for the last year or not.
Which probably.
Yeah, I've of the mindset of it'll either be they go out like in the 9 o'clock slot I've had every day, basically. So it's just one stream a day. Or it's like 2 streams a day and it's like 9 and 12 or 9 and 3 for like 2 days. I don't know what would be better. But something along those lines will be implemented once done. I'm just thankful I'm almost done. But yeah, I guess anything else?
No.
All right. In 2 weeks, we'll be back, hopefully talking about more stuff. Between now and then, Thursday, we continue Sparks of Hope. Friday, it's Gotcha Force and Pac-Man Versus for Tails. Saturday is Tommy going through Monster Hunter Rise as I help him.
Hopefully.
I don't even remember what weapon you settled on before.
I don't think I could get it to cooperate before is what the problem was.
I felt like you did. I'd be wrong.
I don't think I did.
Okay. Thankfully, there's a little training area you can just like test out every type of weapon if you want to just do that first or just go, that one will work. Because they do give you like one of every weapon, like starting wise, so you can just grab and go. But that's Saturday. And then next Sunday, our continued run through of G Gundam. As we now get introduced to the plot. 5 episodes in. Good job, show. But if you like what you see and drop a follow, really appreciate it. Exclamation point YouTube and chat gets the YouTube archive for this and all our streams. Exclamation point social and chat gets the handles for our social media so you know we're live. Exclamation point Discord and chat. This link, drop by, say hi. We'll see you Thursday, folks.